Hello, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to the Tech Chemist channel. My name is Ima. Today we're going to be creating an acronym generator, so we're going to learn how to generate acronyms from whatever term or word. Now without wasting time, let's get to it. So we're going to create a variable called word, and the first one to do is we want to assign it, okay, let's call it term instead. Okay, so we're going to say term, then this is going to hold whatever acronym it is. So we're going to change it to an input function later, don't worry. Okay, so if I do this, what we want to do is we want to split each of these into an item somewhere, or essentially we want to get every first letter of the word together. So to do that, one approach is to just divide it to a list of these words, and then we just look through it and get each letter of the word, get the first letter of the word rather. So we're going to do the split. To do that, we're going to do the split on the string, and this is going to divide this into a list containing these words as items. So if I print them, now you see we have this as words in this list. So next we want to do is we're going to loop through this and then add each first letter of these words to another string. Okay, so this is going to be the string. We're going to call it acronym. Okay, let's assign it an empty string. You see why in a moment. And then we're going to say for I in this list term, so we want to add it to every first letter to the acronym. So now we're going to do acronym plus equals to, then the I. So if I loop through for I in term, it's going to loop through machine and learning. So when I get to machine, I want to get the first letter in machine. Okay, and then I want to change it to uppercase in case the user didn't give us an uppercase up here. Okay, so we're going to say the upper, and then we're going to print acronym. So that should do it. Now if I do, you see machine learning. Okay, so if I do, okay, let me change this. If I do machine learning, it should still give me that. But what if I do, let me show you something. If I do United States of America, so if I run this, you see we have USOA, which is not what we want. We don't want to ever have that. So one thing you can do is just come here and do if of in term, if of in term, then remove the of, something like that. But the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna replace it. Now watch this. I'm gonna do the replace every place you find an of with an empty string. Okay, so when I replace it now, let me comment this so we can see it. Okay, sorry about that. Let me comment this. That's a light and control / that should do. And then if I print term here, term, and I run it, see we have United States of America. So this replaces of with an empty string, and then this split divides this string into words in a dictionary based on where it finds an empty string. Okay, so it's gonna find empty string here, and then it's gonna split that to United. It's gonna find empty string here as well, so it's gonna split to United, and that item States, and that item America. So remember we've changed this to an empty string here before we splitted it. Okay, so that's what we're doing essentially. We just changed to an empty string and then we splitted it. So here we have that working. So I'm gonna uncomment this now and cancel this. So if I run it now, voila, you see we have USA, and that's how we did our acronym generator. So one other way you can do it is, watch this, I can reduce this again. So let's do this. We're gonna come up here. So since we know we are looping through each of these items here, why not use a list comprehension? So let me show you what that is. I'm gonna come here and then I'm gonna do dot join. So this dot join is a string method. It takes in a list and then adds everything in that list to this. So for example, if you add space here, it's gonna add everything in that list with space. So if I call this on this term list, it's gonna actually add it back to the United States, but now it's gonna have America since it replaced off. But now what we want to do is we're gonna loop through, create our own list here now, and loop through each item in this list and do the same thing here. So let me show you what I want to do. I'm gonna do I for I in term. So this is what we call list expression for I in term. Then we're gonna do I, the first letter of I. Then we're gonna do the upper. Okay, so if I run this now, so you see what we have here. We have spaces here because of the space I added here. So I'm gonna clear that and then I'm gonna run it again. So now you have United States of America, USA. So if I change it to machine learning, if I run it, you see we have ML. So that is how it works. If you want to replace the THE2, you can do that. Just do the replace here as well. But remember, we still have to change it to an input function as I promised earlier. So we're going to change this to an input function and say enter a term or the term. So again, we're going to close this. So to run it, the reason why I did use input function as first is because to run it, you can't actually run. Unfortunately, you can't run that in Sublime Text. So that's why I had to use text. But to run it, just right click and then open containing folder. I didn't want to go through this at first, but now I'm gonna have to go through it. Okay. So essentially, what I want to do here is I want to open my terminal, my CMD in this folder or directory. They are both the same folder and directory. So if you are on Linux or Mac, you just want to open your terminal in this folder or directories. So on Windows, very easy. Just come up here and type CMD, and it should open this. Okay. So we're gonna minimize this and come here. To run it, we're gonna say Python and then the name of the file, acronym gen.py. So we're gonna say acronym gen.py. So when I run it, I'm gonna give it United States. I don't know. I'm just giving it this. I can't think of any other thing for now. Okay, USA. Let's run it again. Let's just give it artificial intelligence. Okay, AI, and that's how it works. It keeps generating and you can modify this to whatever you want. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.